Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Wednesday, and I'm so excited about this card. This one was designed by the amazing Erica Cerwin as well during online creative convention that we had in January. I was trying to change it up a little bit, but I loved her card so much that I'm going to do it. I did change it up because I brought in a celebration stamp set bundle that you're going to want, right? The heart-shaped bundle. We only have till next Friday to get those free items, right? And that heart-shaped bundle is definitely a knockout, right? Do you have it yet? Comment below if that was on your list of things to grab from the celebration freebies. Hi Brenda, hi Leanne, hello Krista. Thank you for all for being here today. Hi Betty. Yes, I love the heart-shaped bundle. It's my favorite item from Celebration. I love, oh gosh, what else do I love from Celebration? I love all the designer series paper. I'm getting more of it so that I can have it in my stash, especially the toadstool garden paper. I love that paper. And I keep saying Wisteria Wonder is still in my brain. It's not Wisteria Wonder. It is Fresh Freesia. Do you guys, anybody remember Wisteria Wonder? I've been with Stampin' Up! For 22 years now, and sometimes the old colors, they come back in my mind, right? So it's okay. They're in the cobwebs back there, and sometimes things start to peak, you think about colors. And one of the colors that I want to mention to you, I showed it to you last week when I was giving you some sneak peeks of the online exclusives. Strawberry Slush, strawberries, I can't say for sure it's coming back, but it's in that designer series paper that I was sharing with you, and those puffy stickers and the twine pack, right? So I don't know why they would put Strawberry Slush in 3 items for the online exclusives if it's not coming back in the future. And a little bit of foreshadowing, a little bit of hopeful thinking, I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. Hi Sharon, hi Joyce. Yeah, I mean, we have had, every year we get 5 new in colors, right? And they last for 2 years. So we get color names in our heads. I do anyway. I get color names in my head from a long, long time ago, and I think about them sometimes. Like when I first started in my starter kit, I got Yo-Yo Yellow, Glorious Green, Brilliant Blue. Do you guys remember any of those colors? Yeah, it's still available, Lori. It's sold out, but they replaced it. I checked before I started this morning. Yeah, it is available. So if you have that on your wish list, go grab it for free. In Canada, if your order hits 150, you can choose 2 level 1s, or you can choose, oh, I checked this morning and my computer's in my other room. I'm sorry. I went to get the item code. So if it's not available, I'm so sorry, but hopefully you already got it because we're coming up to the end of Celebration here. You can substitute for something else. What I'm going to share with you, I'm using the greetings from it. I'm not using the dies, so you're still going to be able to enjoy this card at home. Hi, Carol. At home, I mean when you get your card kits from me. Barely Banana, Jennifer. Yes, I remember Barely Banana. Oh gosh, there's so many colors, right? If you can think it, it's probably been a Stampin' Up! Color. Yo-Yo Yellow, Glorious Green, Brilliant Blue, yeah. And I also had Real Red in my starter kit, and I think maybe Old Olive. Those are classics. They've been around since I started. There was Bravo Burgundy, Marvelous Magenta, just trying to think, Polished Pink, like all these colors, Gable Green, Green Galore, all these greens, right? Anyway, we could talk for days about colors, right? There has been so many colors over the years. And yeah, so today we're going to play with current colors, and we can reminisce about other colors. If you think of one, maybe pop it down in the comments. Chocolate chip, that was around, right? When it's still available, Krista. Thank you for confirming. Okay, the one day that I take my computer and move it to my other room, and then it's not right in front of me, so I can't click the keys. Tempting Turquoise, yes. Yes, it's available. Okay, we've confirmed from 2 sources that it is available. Yes, they restocked it. Okay, We're back in business. Go get your heart-shaped bundle while it's available because celebration, S-A-L-E, ends next week. So I don't think they're going to restock anything in the next week, right? So grab it. Grab an extra one for your friend. Janet says, I still have my chocolate chip ink pad. Yeah, I know, right? And those colors, the browns, they're always yummy, right? We have early espresso, pecan pie, chocolate chip. I'm just looking at my browns. Crumb cake. I mean, doesn't it make you hungry? Doesn't it make you hungry when you think about those Stampin' Up! Colors? Makes me hungry. I mean, I could have an early espresso with a little bit of crumb cake with chocolate chip on top, right? We're not even talking about food. We're not even talking about card making. We're talking about food. Alrighty, let's get started. Hi, Sophia from Cold Airdrie. Yeah, it's another one, but it's another cold one here, but it's going to get better. Yes, we got warm weather to look forward to. Yeah, Jennifer says, yeah, Real Red's been around forever. Night of Navy as well has been around. Real Red, Old Olive, and Night of Navy. Those are, I think, the top three. Maybe Garden Green too. Old Olive and Garden Green have been around for a long time. All right, let's get started on this card. I'm so excited to share this one with you. As I said, I was inspired by Erica Cerwin, Pink Buckaroo. Check it out. If you've never seen any of Erica's videos, oh my gosh, you're in for a treat. She is so creative, and she's on Rhonda Wade's design team for our online creative conventions, and I always look forward to all of the design artists that are on that team. But I especially look forward to Erica. She's one of my favorite demonstrators in the entire world. Okay, let's get started, everyone. Hi, Edith. Hello, Janet. Hello, Elaine. Elaine still has her chocolate chip. Yep, Hilda has them all. When you buy a stamp ink pad, get the re-inker right away so that you can always have a nice juicy ink pad, right? Hello, Shelly from Sacramento. Hello, Betty. Poppy Parade. Oh my gosh. Yes, I remember when Poppy Parade came out as an ink color, then it left, and then people were really, really sad about it. And then they did a color refresh, and then Poppy Parade went into our color families, right? And now it's like, it's a part of Brights. And like, I have so many team members. I remember being at an event, a Stampin' Up! Event, when they announced that it was going to be in color family. And I had two round tables, my table, and then there was one behind me. And I knew there was a girl on my team sitting back there. And I looked back at her. I wanted to see the look on her face when they announced that Poppy Parade was back. And she was like, she was just cheering, like cheering for joy. She loves Poppy Parade. Okay, let's get started. I don't know, Krista, why all these food names. They do have the, you know, the letters that go together. There's a word for that. I can't remember. It's not coming to my mind, but you know, it's PP, Poppy Parade, RR, Real Red, Crumb Cake, CC. That, what is that? Alliteration. Yes, they always do that. So it's a blizzard for Janice. Janet, stay warm. They are not edible, Rose. Yes, for stamping. Exactly, Annika. Do not lick your ink pads. It's not recommended. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. We're going to flip the camera and point you down at my work surface. And we'll get started with this fun card today. Here we go. Okay, we got blue skies, but lots of snow and cold temperatures here. But it's okay. We are in a nice warm craft room. I got my nice hot coffee, and I've got you guys with me, and I'm so happy. That makes my heart very happy. Hi, Grace. Thanks for joining from New Zealand. Okay, I'm gonna move this pin out of the way before it ends up on the floor and then maybe into my foot. That would not be fun. We don't want that today. What are we playing with? This week, I am bringing in this one here. This is Storybook Garden Patch, and that sticker has gone crooked on me again. Let's fix that. I think I did this yesterday, too. It was crooked. I don't like that. Let's make it straight. That'll drive me crazy. Little things drive me crazy like that. How about you guys? Would that drive you crazy? Having that crooked was not good. Okay, Storybook Garden Patch. This is a bundle. You save 10% when you use this code, $69.25. If you're a demonstrator, you know that we always get our discount on top of the 10% off price. So if you're not a demonstrator, oh my goodness, join before next Friday because it's an amazing deal. Even if you have all the markers, go for option number 2. Go for option number 2. You get to choose $206 of whatever you want, and you're only going to be charged on your credit card $135. No shipping, no tax in most provinces. It's amazing. Okay, so we're going to play with the garden patch, Storybook garden patch again today. And we're casing the amazing Erica Cerwin. I have a piece of thick basic white that measures 4 1/4 by 11. I've cut it down the 4 1/4 side, scored it at 5 1/2. We're going to bring in the bone folder and crisp up that score line. Okay, so there's my card base. Then I have brought in another product that I have absolutely loved. I featured this one a few weeks ago. This is the linked together bundle. The stamps are gorgeous. You got all these words, but the dies are like amazing, right? You get and you also get the mass, right? So it's a threefer. You get the stamps, the dies, and you get the mass. But today, the dies that I'm going to be featuring are these two, the diamond and the oval. So Erica did this on her card and I loved it. So you will get these pieces from me. I will cut these out for you. Me and my helpers will cut those out for you. These will come in your kit. So what I'm doing is I will send you an oval like this, a stitched oval cut out of white. So I have one right here. And then the diamond, I have one cut out of the beautiful Daffodil Delight plaid that is featured in the paper I was showing you yesterday. It's called Floral Delight 12 by 12 paper. Love, love, love this paper. So we're going to use this plaid, really nice soft plaid. And I have one here cut with the diamond. So you can see the stitches on the edges. It's so beautiful. It looks good horizontal. We're going to use it vertically today. So let me just put those dies back so I don't lose them, because I'm going to need them to cut your card kits for you. So we'll pop that back in here on my magnetic sheet and close her up, and that is now safe. Okay. Alrighty, so what else are we using? We're going to be using the heart-shaped bundle. Go get this. I just had 2 people confirm for me. Thank you very much, ladies, that this is available only while supplies last. And I don't know, guys, how long this will last. I hope it lasts till the end of the week next week for the end of celebration so that people can get this bundle. This bundle is out of this world. I think this feature die, this detailed heart wreath, I guess you could call it, is so gorgeous. And then the stamps, you get a label here, you get the little flowers and they're detailed. You get all the leaves, like so beautiful. And the fonts are gorgeous. Look at we're going to use this thank you today. Really, really nice bundle. It's definitely worth putting in an extra order to get this if you did not get it yet. Okay, so we're going to use that today. What else do we have? We have another piece of basic white for the front. That's going to be my front layer. And I have another piece of that plaid paper that's 1 inch by 4 1/4. Okay, so what are we going to do first? Let's work out from the back. I like to start at the beginning. So when you start making a card, you start with your card base. And we're going to just put this DSP across the middle like this. But before I do, I want to bring in some ribbon, and I'm going to send you the ribbon. So this is the white woven ribbon. So it's called white woven ribbon. It's beautiful. It's soft, and you can tie some really nice bows with it. But I'm going to share with you a little trick on how to conserve your ribbon so that you don't have to run out, right? So we're going to use, in your kit, you're going to get 2 small pieces, 2 2-inch pieces. So I'm just going to snip a small piece like that and a small piece like that. And then I'm going to send you a 4-inch piece as well. Okay, so this is what you'll get in your kit, these 2 small pieces and your 4-inch piece. First things first, we're going to deal with the 2 small pieces. We're going to wrap them around the ends of this piece of designer series paper. And the best way to do that so it's not messy is to use tear and tape. Now, my tear and tape is here. I was using it this morning. Here it is. We're going to use some tear and tape. So just grab like 2 1.5-inch pieces. So we're just going to go over here, put this on the edge like that, and on this edge, and I'm going to wrap that around the DSP. Just wrapping it around like that. And then you can burnish, and then we're going to lift it up with the take your pick tool, lift up that wax paper backing, okay, and expose that glue. Let me get my silicone mat. when you're working with any kind of adhesive, you can lay it down on your silicone mat and it won't stick. So there we go. Okay, so we're going to take these two small pieces, and what we're going to do is we're going to wrap them like so. Wrap it like that, and then wrap it like this. Right in the center, like that. So we have the illusion of a big piece of ribbon going around, and that's not, we don't have to do that. You can save your ribbon, right? Your ribbon will go a lot further when you do stuff like this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, you can use liquid glue if you want, or you can use, I'm going to use more tear and tape. So I'm going to put two more pieces over top. We're going to do like my friend Christine talks about, her sandwich, the tear and tape sandwich. We're going to put one over top. So that's going to secure it down. So now it's stuck down on the bottom with tear and tape, and it's stuck at the top with tear and tape. And then we're going to burnish that, and we're going to lift it off. Maybe. There we go. There's one. And let's grab the other one here. That's not burnished. Make sure you burnish it really, really well. Make sure it's stuck down. Okay, so there we have our ribbon attached to the designer series paper. I've got tear and tape on both ends. I don't think I need any more adhesive for that. We're just going to bring in our card kit. I'm going to lay this on my glass mat studio with the lines behind it, and we're going to just put this in the center of the card. So press it down. I'm using the lines on the grid lines on my glass mat studio to help guide to put this on straight. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do, just like that. I think when Erica did her card, she took a big piece of ribbon and wrapped it all the way around and tied a bow. Like, you can do that if you want to, but I want to share with you these tips so that you can save your ribbon so it'll go a lot further. Plus, it cuts down on the bulk in your card in terms of like mailing it, right? So we're just going to move this off to the side, and this piece, I'll show you what we're going to do with that in just a second. So this piece here is going to be the front of the card, okay? And we're going to have the diamond sitting on front of it. Before I glue it down, I've learned the hard way, so I always teach you the things that I learned the hard way so that you don't make the same mistakes as I do. We're going to bring in real red ink, okay? And I want to stamp the thank you greeting from heart-shaped bundle. We're going to stamp this beautiful cursive font, thank you. We're going to stamp that right along the edge down here. Okay, so we're going to stamp it along this edge. So to do that, I'm just going to lay my piece there. It's nothing stuck down yet, so if I make a mistake, I can flip over my white piece. So let's go ahead and ink up my thank you. And then we're just going to hover over. So I've got the diamond in place, and I'm going to hover next to it. Whoa, I just dropped my ink, my stamp. Okay. No accidents today, Rose. Okay, holding down with my left hand, going to come in here and I'm going to stamp thank you right there. Look at that. I'm happy with it. I'm super happy. All right, so now that I'm happy with it, we can go ahead and glue this in place. All right, so let's bring in my liquid glue. Look at the back side. That beautiful floral print is nice too. You could have that on your card. I just wanted the plaid to be like just like Erica's card, but you could use this design and use any kind of designer series paper that you have at home. All right, so we're coming in here. I got ink on my finger and there's a little smudge on my diamond. Okay, we're just gonna we're rolling with it, guys. I'm putting something over here. The oval is gonna cover that up. So I did get a little goof, but I've got an oval to cover that up. All right, saved. Saved by the oval today. Okay, before I go on, I want to share with you a little step that we're going to do right now because I want it to dry. So I'm bringing in my bling, and we have here from the online exclusives, Rose needs to order some more. These are the low profile dots. And what I'm doing is I'm going to bring in my dark cherry cobbler. I really find with the blends that the cherry cobbler resembles real red more than the real red. So we're going to use the dark cherry cobbler, and I'm going to color 3 of these dots. And I'm just going to set them to dry. They will dry really fast because these are alcohol-based markers. So when you color things like ribbon, embellishments, they will dry right away because as soon as the alcohol evaporates, it'll dry. So I'm going to leave those off to the side. I just wanted to do that so that they're drying. Okay, so now we'll leave that off to the side. We can actually glue this down. Okay, so we're going to glue the oval down. We're doing the layers here. We're going to glue the oval down onto the diamond. It's all about the layers, isn't it? When you're making cards or scrapbook pages, the more layers, the better, I think. Okay, so there's our front. We're going to go on to our stamping now. We've got a piece of basic white here, a scrap piece. So that now we're going to bring in the couple of images from the Storybook Garden patch. Okay, so I want to really play with this basket. I love the basket, and I'm going to play with this strawberry image. So we need those images. We need our Memento ink, and we're going to stamp. We need 2 of the strawberry image. Oop, that's not really dark. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Maybe I need to re-ink my Memento, but we'll make it work. Tap, 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 and I'll put another one right there. And then I also need the basket. So tap, tap, tap on the Memento and stamp on my white. Okay, so now let's do some coloring of these strawberries and the basket. Okay, so first things first, cover up the Memento. I'm going to bring in a little bit of dark crumb cake and light. Let's do the basket first. So I'm going to give the basket a little bit of a dark shading along the top up here and along the edge, just kind of like the way the sunlight would hit the basket. And I'm just going to use a little bit of dark crumb cake for the handle. And then we're going to bring in the light crumb cake, and we're going to blend all of this in. So I like to start on the dark and blend it out so you don't see that line. I think this is what sold me on the blends markers, why they're my favorite, is because you don't see the lines when I color with watercolor markers. I see the lines all the time. So there we have it. And if you lose the shading, if you're like, oh, I wanted that darker, you can come back in with the dark and add more shading if you wanted to, right? So there we go. I like the two-tone. Okay, so the basket is done. Let's work on those strawberries. So let's talk about what we're going to do here. I think I'm just going to bring in Old Olive and add just the light Old Olive. You can add your dark Old Olive too to do your coloring. Let's just add the light for today. And you can, the details, it's totally up to you how detailed you color. If you're in a hurry, you can use your blends and just use one color. You don't have to use 2. And then I'm going to flip over to my fine tip. So I'm going to add the color to the strawberry leaves, the ones that are right next to the strawberries themselves. So let's just add a little bit of color down here. And then we'll add our beautiful red color to these juicy, yummy strawberries. Okay, so let's bring in cherry cobbler. I've got cherry cobbler light here. You can use real red. If you like the real red, you go right ahead and use real red. You can also use petal pink. If your strawberries are not quite ripe, you can even add shading to your strawberries with petal pink. Because when you got a strawberry that's not quite right, sometimes up near the leaves, it looks a bit petal pink. So you can use both colors and do your shading and be, creative. Totally up to you how deep and what color you color these strawberries. I mean, we have several different shades of red. If you like Poppy Parade red, you could even do Poppy Parade. That would work too. This day and age, we get fruits in all colors, right? Okay, so there's our images. Now, the beauty of these Storybook Garden dies is the bundle is the dies. So let's grab the strawberry die. Grab that one here and put that on. And we have the basket die right here. So we just put it on and make sure it's going to stay put. You've done all your coloring and stuff. You don't want it to move. So I'm going to use my handy dandy Post-it tape and put that on. And I've moved my Post-it tape over to my machine. Okay. I have a couple of these rolls in my craft room. I leave them usually right next to my machine so that they're ready to go. So we'll put the basket die on top like that. Hold that down with a bit of tape, and then we'll run this through. So you can use your big guy, your big machine, or your little one. It's totally up to you. What's your favorite? Do you guys have a mini boss? What size is my magnetic sheets? I just buy them from Amazon. I think they're 5 by 7, I think. Let's see. I don't have the packaging with me, but I'll measure. This is the one that I buy. It is 7 by 5. Yeah, they're 7 by 5s. Heidi. Good to see you, Heidi. How are you doing? Oh, I'm missing some of your conversations. Last a long time. Yeah, depending on how much you use them. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I love the stitching too. Keep your comments coming. I love it so much. All right, I'm just going to cut out these pieces and then we will finish off this beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so we're getting the strawberries. We're getting the basket. Roll it through. And one more time, we will grab that strawberry die and do the second one. Put that on here. Make sure it is lined up right. Put the Post-it tape on top, secure it, and one more time. There we go. Yeah, those linked together dies are amazing. Amazing. And the mass. You got to get that bundle. That's a great one to get. And, you know, if you look at all your bundles, which ones are your favorites, get them during celebration so you can get something for free. I mean, who doesn't love getting something for free, right? I don't want you to miss out. That's why I keep talking about celebration, because it is the greatest time of the Stampin' Up! Year. Okay, so we've got our strawberries and our basket. So cute. So cute. All right. Let's see. Yes, I love this, the heart bundle too, Elaine. I'll show you how I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it on the inside as well. So let's take our basket and we're going to put that on the front here. And I'm going to use mini dimensionals. Mini dimensionals are so handy. What I want to do is I'm going to take the basket and flip it over. Flip my strawberries over. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick up these little guys. And then that way I'm going to put them at the bottom of the basket because I'm actually going to put the strawberries in the basket. So I'm going to leave a little bit of an open space up top there. So let's do that. And then on the actual strawberries, same thing. I'm going to use some dimensionals, pop them up, and maybe 3. You can use big dimensionals too. I just find there's a little bit more options with the little ones, right? You can put them in the smaller spots, especially on leaves. That's what I really love them for. Okay, so let's go around and pull off all that backing. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool. Just come in here and you can like hook off the things. Let's see. There's that one more. Now it's stuck to my finger. Alrighty, so we got all that. Let's get this one off. See how they just like stack up on your Take Your Pick tool? So handy. There we go. Okay. Got the strawberries. Let's get the 3 off the basket. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, see? Nice, neat little package. Then you can just pull them off your Take Your Pick tool and throw them in the garbage. Easy peasy. You don't have those little backings all over the place. Okay, so we're going to put the basket down first. Right here. Whoops. Make it straight. Then we're going to pull in the strawberries. So let's put one in the back like that. And we'll put this one overlapping like that. Oh my gosh, I love it. A basket of strawberries. Okay, so this is going to go onto the card front on dimensionals. So I'm going to grab my big dimensionals and we're going to put 5 dimensionals on here. So 1 on each corner and 1 in the middle. Okay, press them all down, make sure they're secure. And what did I do? I put it back. Sometimes I put things back where they're supposed to go, and then I don't know where things are. That's the problem, right? So you should do one thing or the other. Typically, I just drop it next to me because I'm so excited to see how cards are going to turn out. I don't have time to put things back in their spot while I'm creating. Anybody else relate to that? And that's how I get messy. That's how I get messy. Okay, so we're putting this on the front of the card like so. Making sure we got even space at this on the sides. and at the top and bottom. There we go. So pretty. And then that extra piece of woven ribbon that'll be in your kit, I'm going to take that and I'm simply going to wrap it around my fingers and tie a nice little gentle knot like that. And then I want to find the smooth part of the knot. That's what I want to be pointing forward. I'm going to use a glue dot from my glue dot roll here. Expose one of the glue dots, press that knot down onto the glue dot, and then when you pick it up, it'll be on your ribbon. And then I'm just going to place that over here on top of the woven ribbon strip. Okay, and that's too long, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in my snips. I got a nice new pair of snips, and I'm so excited because they cut like butter. If your snips are old, mine were bent. I needed a new pair. They were like 22 years old. It was time for a new pair. So, but I when I got them and I cut the first piece of ribbon, I'm like, oh yes, I needed a new pair of snips. Okay, there's my bow, little knot. It's not a bow, but it's a knot. But it looks so cute like that, right? And I think it sits flat, more flat than if I had tried to tie a bow. Okay, and I saved a bunch of ribbon by not wrapping around. Yeah, I'd need probably like 13 inches or something to wrap all the way around and then tie a knot and bow. Okay, so that's the front. Let's go back to our gems here. We had low profile dots that I colored 3 of them using the Cherry Cobbler blends. I'm going to pick those up with the putty end of my Take Your Pick tool. And we're going to put one there, one right next to it. Try to equally space them if you can. We're just pulling in that pop of red. Oh my goodness, I love it. So pretty. So for the inside, I was like, okay, what do we do for the inside? So Erica did her card, but she used a different stamp set. And I thought I would use the heart-shaped, right? So I used the thank you. And then for the inside, we're going to grab a piece of basic white. Let's make sure it's the right size, 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. This is my standard size for the inside. So for that one, I want to bring in the heart, that beautiful heart from the heart-shaped stamp set. It's like a vine, it's like a wreath, whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful, and I think it'll work with this one. So we're going to stamp that with Daffodil Delight. So tap, tap, tap on my Daffodil Delight. We're going to stamp that in the middle of this piece here. Press down. Make sure you give it a few seconds for the ink to leave your stamp and go into your cardstock. Oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness. So then I thought, what about this one? My thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. I think that works. If you're sending a thank you to someone, of course you're thinking good thoughts of them, right? Heart-shaped thoughts. So let's grab that stamp. And we'll stamp that one with real red. So tap, tap, tap on my real red. And we're going to stamp that in the middle. My thoughts of you are heart-shaped. Boom. And then we're going to put that on a piece of Daffodil Delight that's slightly bigger. Look at that. That's going to be the inside. Okay, so let's get our glue and we will call this card done. And I think this one is one that I would love to make a bunch. I'd love to sit down and make a whole bunch of these. And, you know, this could be, I made this one into a thank you card, but you can always send a sympathy card with this, like this, you know, or thinking of you card. And because of the greetings, right? Like just because I care, you could put that along the side, right? My heart loves your heart. You could put that on the side. And don't forget the dies, you have this awesome, awesome little label die as well. So there's a lot of really cool features of this heart-shaped bundle that you're going to want to grab it because they never, ever, ever, I can confidently say that, I've never seen them sell Celebration stuff after Celebration. The only way you can get Celebration items is during Celebration itself. So grab this bundle while you can. So we're going to open this up and we'll pop this inside like so. I love it. And my thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. There we go. What do you think? The pop of red and yellow from the Daffodil Delight, I just think that it really makes those strawberries pop off the card. Thank you for all your kind words, everyone. Yep. No, Jennifer, this is a keeper for sure. Absolutely. Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maggie. I'm so happy you like the little tips. I love to share with you guys. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Patty. Thanks, Wendy. How can we refill the markers? I'm not quite sure about that. There are videos on YouTube about refilling. There's two types of markers, the alcohol markers and the, let me flip you around here so I can chat with you. There's alcohol markers, and then there's our regular Stampin' Write markers, right? So the Stampin' Write markers are water-based ink. It's the same ink that's in our ink pad. So I've seen videos, I haven't tried it myself, where, you know, you can take a re-inker and you can re-ink your marker just by putting drops on the marker end, and it will go down through the barrel. For the blends, these are alcohol based. I've seen people add alcohol to them to reignite them. I don't ever have that problem because I wear them out. I love to color so much that my problem is I wear out the marker. And being a demonstrator, I can get 25% off these things. Sometimes I get them for free with my host credits and my credits that I get from Stampin' Up. So I go through markers like almost like adhesive, almost. I use them like the common colors like crumb cake and old olive. I use them all the time, right? Because crumb cake is like for the ground, old olive would be for the leaves, and I have my favorites that I go through a lot. So I love, love, love my blends. And I know Marie is here and she loves the Stampin' Write markers. So everybody has a different favorite coloring medium, right? We have watercolor pencils you can color with. We have blends, a blender pen, which is basically there's no ink in it at all. It's just a mixture of water and glycerin. And you can touch that on your ink pad and you can take color from it and add a little bit of color. So if you don't have any markers at all and you have a pack of blender pens, that's all I had when I first started was my 5 colors of ink pads that came in my starter kit. And I bought a pack of blender pens and I could color. I could add a little touch of color to things with that. So lots and lots of ways that you can add colors. Lois says she loves a pretty basket. Thank you so much. Betty loves her mini boss. Krista says she uses the big guy but has the mini. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Heidi. Thank you so much for joining. It's so good to see you here. That starter kit deal, grab it while you can, guys. It's only $135 in Canada, and you can get 206. That would be my choice because I always have new things I have on my wish list. So you can choose $206 and you pay no shipping and no tax, right? It's the best deal. And most kits starter kits come with a paper pumpkin kit too. And that's like an extra $35 value right there. So there's a lot of value in that starter kit. Ellie says she gets her magnetic sheets at the dollar store. Yeah, I used to too, Ellie, until Calgary stopped. I could never find them anymore. Everyone. Hi, France. Good to see you. All right. Have a great day, everyone. I'm going to go pack my bag. I've got my Boston Pizza class this afternoon. And tomorrow is my YouTube live at 10:30 in the morning, right after my video. Well, not right after, but I'll do the video at 9, then 10:30. You want to join me over on YouTube where I'm going to be doing the Technique Club cards. And we got some fun cards this week. This month. They're quite detailed. And so this is a collaborative class that I do with Christine Bertram. So if you're on Christine's Technique Club, you'll want to tune in if you want to watch live tomorrow, or the replay is always there. You can always check out the replay on my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. It's just Stamping with Rose Coleman. You can find me over on YouTube and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my live videos or my uploaded videos over there. Alrighty, so that's what's happening. One other thing I want to remind you about, this coming Saturday, if you live in the Calgary area, I have a sale. Me and a bunch of ladies are going together. There will be tables of gently used. Some of the stuff has never been used. Stampin' Up product, retired product. You'll see things that maybe you have on your wish list. There will be everything. Embossing folders, dies, punches, stamps, you name it, paper. There's going to be a ton of stuff. You can come and join us. It is from 1 to 3 at the Dalhousie Community Center in Calgary. I love doing this garage sale, and I can't wait. So that's this Saturday. That's happening. So lots of fun stuff to remind you about. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for my next live video. Take care. Bye for now.